Please open this file. Configuring wired and wireless LAN activities. I think some of you are high students. I think some of you are already aware of how to build a network. Okay. So let's go to the lab activity 1. In this, we are going to have a switch model 2950/24, and we have 2 laptops and a PC. Okay, in this scenario, we are going to add the IP address manually. We are not going to get the IP address dynamically. Automatically, we are not going to get the IP address because switch does not supply any IP address, right? We have only switch here. There's no DHCP server who supplies IP address. In this scenario, we have a switch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to assign the IP address manually. In this example, I'm going to add this IP 172.16.0.5. In this one, 172.16.0. I can put 6 or 7. Up to you. Okay. Here we can put 7, and additionally I'm going to add a printer also. Okay. Connect the computer switch, assign an IP address to each computer. Okay. Open the packet tracer software. Go to the switch.
Doctor, this is the same we did on Monday?
Yes. This is just like a practice. Just do it again.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. I'm going to add some additional printer also, so you can learn something different. Okay. So what you need here? You need a laptop and a PC. Let's add a printer also. Take one laptop here. Take another laptop. Take a PC. Let's take a printer. Okay. So what you can do, you can name it. You can name, instead of laptop 0, you can name to any other. Any right click. When you go here, you can change the name. You can give any name. Ahmad's laptop. You can put like that. Okay. Anything you can put. Printer also you can, maybe you can put IT printer. Okay, anything you can do. So I'm going to connect using a straight cable. Fast Ethernet, connect the switch, first available one, take another cable. Okay, in this scenario, this device does not get an IP address. You have to assign it manually.
Dr. Asif, can you please give me permission to record it? I will send it to my students who are not here.
He's already recording it.
Yeah, I'm already recording it. You don't need to record anything, Dr. Muhammad Saleh. I'm recording it. I'll share the link with you and your students and with my own students as well. So you don't need to worry, okay?
Great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
سلطان هو فاهمني يعني ايه
Students, if you are
موجود
connected,
هنا، صح؟ 28
hello, can you please mute it?
28
Guys, can you
No,
please mute it?
عايشة الكلاس الثاني انا صدم بعد
عادي لو هم بياخذوا الاتندنس
Shabab, please mute your
Can you please
mics.
mute it?
Mute your mics, everyone.
Okay, let's continue. See, if your connectivity is right, if you select the right cable, so you should not get any issue. For example, I'll give an example. For example, you have a PC. So what if the connection, the cable is wrong? You have selected a wrong cable. Is it correct or not? Is it correct or wrong?
wrong
Wrong. Why?
because you need the straight cable.
Yes, very good. So in this scenario, this will never turn green because it is wrong, isn't it? So whenever you have an issue, you just make sure, look for the color. If it is turned green, then it is right. Then you have to assign the IP address manually. Okay. Okay. So now these devices cannot communicate unless you. These devices cannot
IP address.
communicate. Yeah, yes. So let's give the IP address. Once again. Just hold on. Hello. Yeah. Hi, sir. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so you see this, I'm going to assign IP address 172.16.0.5. I can put 6, 7, it's up to you. Okay, in this example, after 5, they skip to 10. So let's don't make it like that. Let's make it simple. Okay. Let's make it static, right? Static or DHCP, you tell me. Can someone answer me? Should I put
Yes,
static, right?
that's it.
Yeah, okay. 172.16.0. Let's give 5. So automatically DHCP subnet mask will come. Okay. Then go to second PC. Fast Ethernet 172.16.0.6. Let's give printer 7. 172.16.0.7. Laptop 172.16.0.8, isn't it? Okay, this just check it is configured. Yes, it's coming. Okay, 7. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, you can check two-way. Either you can use a go there, desktop, go to command prompt, you can ping with the destination. Use the command ping. I want to check the printer. What is the IP address? 5678, right? 172.16.0.7 is the IP address of printer, right? Let's ping. So it is pinging, right? Similarly, you can ping to each other. There is another way of checking. Select a PDU, put it here and put it. If it is successful, you can ping to the printer, isn't it? This is how you check the connections. So this is done. Let's go to the next exercise. In this scenario, lab activity 2. So what only difference is that we are not going to assign it manually. We are going to get an IP address automatically from a server. This one. Okay, let's build this network with a server. In the server, there is service running called DHCP. DHCP will supply the IP address to all the network equipments in that same network. Okay. Take another switch. Take a laptop. One laptop. Take another laptop. Take a printer. Take a server. Okay. So let's connect it. Okay. In earlier exercise, we have manually configured. In this, we are not going to manually configure. So for that, I need to configure an DHCP server on this server. Okay. So it's always a good practice to have a manual IP address on the server. It's not a good practice to get it automatically. So we don't want the IP address to be changed frequently in the server. So let's assign it manually, server. Go to config, fast Ethernet. Let's make it static in the server. 172.16.0.5. Okay. The reason why did I put? So I don't want server to be changed, the IP address to be changed frequently. I want the server IP address to be permanent. So that reason I assign IP address to the server manually. Okay. But I'm going to enable a service which will supply IP address to all these devices. So for that, I need to go to server again. Okay. Go to the services tab, DHCP. DHCP is a service which will supply the IP address. Go to DHCP, by default it is off, service is off, right? So you have to make it on. Okay. So setting IP address will be 172.16.0. You can put it. You can put it from, for example, 5. 5 is already been assigned. Okay. Or you can put 6 also, doesn't matter. You can put 10 also. It's up to you. Because 5 is already reserved for server. Let's make it 10. Now, maximum how many? I don't want 512 users. I will put 550. So only maximum 50 devices can connect, maximum. Starting from 10. Okay. Then save it. So now this will show here, right? Isn't it? Okay. So I have saved it. I will show you how I did it. Go here, services, DHCP. If you go here, 172.16.0.10. I didn't put 5 because 5 I assigned already for server. I'm starting from 10. So it will supply the IP address from 10 till 60. Because 10 plus 5, 50 is 60, right? Maximum 50, maximum number of is 50. So done. So then what I need to do, I don't want to assign any IP address manually. I go to the laptop, go to config, fast Ethernet. What should I make here, static or DHCP?
DHCP.
Yes, very good. So this will get an IP address. See, I'm getting an IP address from 10, the first IP address. Go to laptop, config, fast Ethernet, DHCP. See, I'm getting 11. Whatever the next available IP address will get. Remember, this IP address will change every time because when you turn off the machine, for example, you turn off this machine or you remove this machine. If you connect another machine, that will get that IP address. Okay. Fast Ethernet, DHCP. Go to the printer. Setting. So let's check the connectivity now. We can ping on or we can this way. Is it working? It's working, right? It's working, right? Successful. Okay, or you can ping also. Ping 172.16 13 is IP address of the printer. This is working. Okay. This is how you connect using a server. Okay. What is next? In this scenario, we are not going to have a server. Instead, we are going to have a Wi-Fi wireless router will supply the IP address. Okay. This wireless router will have a DHCP enabled. So we have to enable the DHCP in the router. The router will supply the IP address. Just go there. Wireless router. Laptop. The printer. Okay, in this I'm going to add two more devices. I'm adding a wireless tablet. I'm going to add smartphone. Okay, because this has a wireless interface. Wireless tablet, you already have a wireless. That's why it is connected. This PC does not have now. We have to add it. So to add it, turn off. Remove this interface. Add the wireless interface. Turn on. Turn off. Turn off. Okay. Okay. So how to configure a DHCP in this wireless router? You have to double click on it. Go to graphical user interface GUI. If you see a DHCP is there, right? This is enabled, right? If you disable, it will not give any IP address. So DHCP should be enabled. In this, the starting IP address is 192.168.0.1. This is IP address of the router. This is the router IP address. Router IP address is the router, the primary gateway. And DHCP is enabled. So what is starting IP address? 100. I will make it 50. Okay. So maximum, I'll put 25. Maximum number of users. You can change. Then
Will
save.
be from 50 to 75.
Yeah, yes, 50 to 75. Correct. Okay, starting from 50 up to maximum 25. So 25, 70 up to 74, isn't it? Okay, then you saved it. This will get an IP address. Okay, enable. So for example, if you are not getting it, this is not getting saved. Okay. So what you have to do, go to config, go to wireless, If static, then make it DHCP again. It will come. Okay. This is how you troubleshoot. If it is not working, just go here wireless. You'll get it like this. Okay. So how to secure it? Now all these devices are automatically connected. I want to secure it. How to secure it? Go here, go to
GUI.
wireless. Yeah, GUI, go to wireless. You have to secure it. Mixed mode. Let's put CAEs. You are securing this wireless. Okay. And the security, and you have to enable it. SSID broadcast, you have to enable it. So what if I not enable? You will not be able to see any SSID. So you have to enable it. Okay. Then you have to go to wireless security. By default, it is disabled. You have to put WAP to personal. This is encryption. Okay. And encryption can be AES. The password is a first phrase. Go here, AES. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We do again?
8. Yeah, we did it last class. Just do it. Some of the students who are not there, so we are doing it for them. It's a good for you. Okay. Save settings. So what happened now? Because wireless, all the wireless got disconnected because now the wireless router is secured. So you have to connect it. Now it's secured. If you don't know the password of the wireless, you cannot connect. So how do you connect it? Go to PC, go to desktop, go to PC wireless, go to connect, refresh, wait for a few seconds, connect. So if you don't know the password, you cannot connect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, see, I am able to connect. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. For the tablet, see, in this you cannot see any wireless, right? So what you do for that case, go to config here, go to, wireless is being connected, right? Go to wireless. You know the SSID name, right? You know the SSID. CI, which encryption we selected? WAP to PSK, this one, right? It's asking for the password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then close. This will connect. Similarly, go to smartphone, go to config, go to wireless, WAP to PSK, encryption, password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then close it. Because it does not connect, because I didn't put the SSID correctly. Go there, go to wireless, put the SSID correct, CIE. If you don't know the SSID correctly,
Doctor,
yes.
can you show me how you put the security? I didn't get it.
For this one?
For in the GUI.
GUI,
Yes,
okay. Go to GUI, go to wireless, basic. Network mode will be mixed mode. SSID, whatever the name you are putting here, the SSID broadcast should be enabled. Then go to security tab, this tab. By default, it is disabled. You have to WAP to personal. Then encryption will be AES. Put the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or any password you can put. Then come down and save. Is it clear? Okay, go to the laptop again. Refresh. Connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to printer. Wireless. CLS. WAP to personnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's check the connection. Successful, right? We can ping also. Successful. It's communicating, right? So this is one, we have finished the lab, but apart from this, I'm not sure it's there for an exam, but I will show you something else more. Okay, all of you just need to go to the server. This example, go to the server. I will show you something for the website. I'm not sure if it is there for your syllabus. And Dr. Asif, can you just confirm? I'm not sure because in last semester it was there.
I'm not sure. Dr. Mohammed Saleh, are you aware of this? I think just show it just for safety, right? Just show it, yeah. It's for
Okay.
interest as well.
Yeah, we will show you something like website, web services, website, HTTP. All of you know direct website like www.microsoft.com, something like that, right? All of you know that, right? Do you know that behind this DNS name, there is an IP address behind that? Because it's always difficult to remember the IP address. So that we will mask the IP address with a DNS name, domain name, like microsoft.com or something like that. Okay, so let's do how to do it. Let's see. If you go to services here, you have HTTP, right? We have it is on, service is on. So if all of you know the IP address of the server is this one, right? What is the server IP address? 172.16.0.5, right? Static. So if I go to any PC, go to desktop, go to a browser, 172.168.0.5, right? Oh, sorry, wrong. 172.16, right? Not 168, 0.5. See, if I put this, the website is working. Cisco packet tracer website is working. Correct. So the moment I put IP address 172, I know this IP address belongs to the server. So this is the reason I put it manually there. So if I put 172.16.0.5 is the IP address of the server, if I put it, the website will work because the service is running on the server. Because this service, HTTP service enabled, the website is enabled. Okay, if it is off, it will not work. So, but I don't want to, remember this IP address. I don't want to remember this. It's complex. I might forget. So what I will do, I need to mask this IP address with some name. How do we do that? So go to the server. We have something called DNS. Okay. So I have to enable the service. Okay. I give a name. Cisco. I give an address of the server. 172.16.0.5. If I put cisco.com, it should work. Okay. Let's see if it works.
Doctor, you don't do on. Okay, okay.
So no, on something which I didn't do. I didn't. Yes, DNS. Wait. ACP, I have to give the DNS. See, DNS I have to give. DNS 172. 168. Sorry. Okay. One 72.16.0.5 and save it. So now I have specified DNS. Okay. Let's see if it works or not. Cisco.com. Some error is coming. Let me see. Yeah, it's working, right? All of you seen this? Now I don't have to put 172.16 because this machine is getting my DNS. If you go here, if you see this 172, all of you know this is the DNS IP address of the server, right? I'm getting this. How did I get it? I went to the server, DHCP. I made sure that DNS is there. DNS is the server IP address. Then I saved it. If you don't specify this, you cannot resolve that name. If I put Cisco here, if I put cisco.com, this will not resolve to this IP address if I don't put the name there. If I don't specify the DNS. If I put cisco.com, this will point to this IP address. Okay, is it clear? Then
Doctor, I did the same, but it didn't work.
it should work. Maybe some. This
we will continue the lab, Saleh, please, and then at the end we will troubleshoot your any problem that you
yeah, I'll
have.
tell you. If there is small
Okay.
issues, what you do? Just go to this route PC. Go to the wire config, fast Ethernet. Just do static, make it like this, then turn it on. Something like that. Then this will come again. Okay, then I'm not sure this is not there for exam, I guess. Config /all. So this is coming, right?
Oh, it worked now.
Okay.
Because I think it must take time to load.
Yeah. That's why you just turn off and turn on. Interface, you just go there. Just go to this laptop. For example, I will check here. Let me see. ipconfig /all. I'm getting it. It will take some time. Just go there to laptop. Go to browser. Cisco.com. It's not coming, right? So let's go there. Okay. So it's working. So this is how you troubleshoot. Okay. If you are not getting it, what you do, just make sure you just like you put turn off and turn on, right? Okay. Make sure you're getting the IP address. Okay, guys. I think we are done with the lab. So please practice, all of you, please practice this. Please go home and practice it. If you want to see the recording, you can do the recording. I have shown you how to troubleshoot also. Just go through this video again. So it will be easy for you to practice. Just practice. So we have covered all the scenarios. And also, if you want to change the router IP address, router username and password, go to the router, go to administration, you can change the password. Okay. For example, I want right now I am directly going to this router, right? So I can see the GUI, but I don't want to do it. For example, you are in a campus, you are sitting very far from your router. So you want to access from this PC, not directly to the router. You want to directly access. So you have to go to this PC. So what is the router IP address? All of you know 192.160.1 is IP address, right? Go to the PC, go to the browser, 192.168.0.1. She's asking for the authentication. Username is admin. For the router, admin and admin, ADMIN. Both username and password is admin. Admin and admin. Okay. See, now we can see the same GUI from the router, right? Same thing, right? So if you want to change, for example, if you want to change, go to administration, change the router password. Change it to admin 123. The password I am changing. Admin 123 and save it. Moment you save it, you get disconnected. See, you got disconnected. What is this new username and password? Username will be same and password will be admin 123. ADMIN. What is the new password? ADMIN 123. Settings are successful. See. Now if you want to access the router from other PC, go to this PC, go to the browser, 192.168.0.1. Admin password. What is the new admin password? Admin 123. 123. Okay. For example, if you want to access the router from another PC, or you can directly do it from here also. So I think we are done in the lab. So please practice before the exam. We have covered almost everything. Switches. One more thing I showed you last time. Connect two switches. Can someone tell me how should I connect? How should I connect? So which cable I should use between switches?
Cross,
This will help you for your projects.
cross cable.
Yes. For example, if you have two PCs. This is another example. So how do I connect? Which cable?
Cross cable. Between two other?
Yeah, because similar device, now which cable?
The
Similar.
cross cable.
Yes, very good.
Like from router to router cross cable, right?
Yeah, see like this here. Okay. So whether it is switch, whether it is PC, if it is similar device, you have to use cross cable. Then only the communication will happen. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys, that's it. Dr. Asif, Dr. Mohammed Saleh is done.
Thank you, Shinju. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions before Mr. Shinju goes? No? Okay, then. Thank you very much. And
Thank you so much. All the best.
thanks. And all the students, you should now go back to collaborate, go back to your collaborate session.